Hi, everybody. Wow, it's exciting to be here. It's the USC Games Expo 2021 sneak peek. Wow, this is fantastic. My name is Sean Bloom, and I'm here with Bugha. Hi, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Fantastic. I love to hear it. So Bugha's here to play a bunch of games. These are all, we're going to play a bunch of games today, and they're all games that were developed by USC Games students over the last year. All of these are student games, and I am super excited to share them with you. Some of these I've seen and played, but I think they're all brand new to you. Sorry, let me very quickly, let's introduce ourselves a little bit more than that. I'm a teacher at USC, and so I teach some of the classes in the USC Games program, and I know a lot of the students who have work in the Expo this year, and some of the ones who have worked on these games. And Bugha, you're coming to us from doing other kinds of game streams, yeah?
Yeah, so I come from being a Twitch streamer and also a professional gamer. Most people know me from the 2019 Fortnite World Cup solos. And yeah, I pretty much just play Fortnite, play some other video games, stream them to people, and overall just make content.
That's fantastic. Well, I'm really, really excited to share these games with you today. I hope that that you enjoy them. I think they're going to be really cool, and we're going to see kind of a wide variety of the different capstone games that some of our students make. So some of these are going to be part of the MFA thesis program, where the MFA students spend a year making their thesis project, and some of them are going to be advanced game project games that come out of our AGP class, and in those students spend a year with a large team in sort of a studio simulated environment in order to make really cool projects, and we're going to see a bunch of them today. I'm really, really excited to share them with you. So I think let's just jump in. Yeah, does that sound good?
Yeah, good to me.
We're going to start with a game called Bonds. And now Bonds is Bonds is an asymmetrical collaborative game for two players. And it's a third-person adventure puzzle game. It's the story between a lonely girl and her invisible spirit friend about their adventure inside a mysterious ancient temple. It focuses on the collaborations and emotional connections between the two players, but in an isolated and disconnected situation, trying to experiment if the players can still build their friendship, and even help others, even when they can't see and touch each other. So it's a really cool game about sort of people playing together without being able to like really see each other or communicate with one another. And we're going to watch a gameplay video for Bonds. So there's sort of a playthrough that's been done, and I think we're going to have that put up, and we can watch that together and see what Bonds looks like.
Cool.
If that sounds.
Hi, my name is Shi, and I am the director and game developer for Bond. Thank you for coming to the USC Game Expo, and I'm glad to have this opportunity to introduce this individual thesis project to you all. So, it's been a difficult year under the pandemic, and I had to give up raising a team after I traveled back to my country and took classes with serious time zone difference. But I still want to thank all my friends and advisors who have helped with this project, and I'm proud of bringing this at the end of my 3 years study. So Bond is an asymmetrical collaborative game for two players to play remotely, and it's a third-person adventure and puzzle game. It is the story between a lonely girl and her invisible spirit friend about their adventure inside a mysterious ancient temple. The two players play together, but sees the world from different perspectives and possess different abilities. Puzzle solver and guider work together throughout the journey and gradually build up friendship with each other. During the game, player could only see their perspective, but I added the two players' view into one scene here. Left side is the ghost and the right side is the girl, so as to show how this game works. What makes this collaborative game special is that the girl cannot see or touch the ghost, and there is no direct communicative methods like conversations between them. However, she will discover those weird things happening around her, like there's a supernatural power trying to help her. The girl will try to understand and communicate with that existence, or let's say the other player, while the spirit player is also trying to express themselves and hoping to attract the girl's attention. So I called it the collaborations or the connections in a disconnected situation. Another thing special is that players usually play the first time as the girl and the second time as the spirit. They are driven back to play as the spirit because of the empathy set up in their first playthrough, making each playthrough itself has a unique meaning. Well, I'll explain this a little bit more. So, new player starts the game here, and will first experience the game as the little girl, who is sent into the temple as the rite of sacrifice for the god. This beginning sequence shows the background story of the game. And the little girl has to explore and survive in this place, lighting the ancient altar to fulfill her destiny. But during her journey, she began to discover something weird happening around. Clusters of ghost fire appear, pointing to the right directions. Sounds coming from crystals feels like a murmuring. Rocks rolling down to help break the barrier. All the hints indicate that there's probably someone else here, like an invisible mysterious power. It couldn't be a scripted event because everything happened so randomly but also so intentionally. The patterns of the ghost fire seems to have meanings, like conversations. And an AI won't try to use those sounds from hanging pipes to create a popular music melody, right? And here comes the other player as the spirit, who has finished the girl's experience before. This is how the game starts in the second playthrough. Players are now coming back as the invisible ghost to help, just like how they were helped before. So the spirit player is floating in the air, seeing the place from another angle and can use spirit power to influence the environment. Right mouse drag can create a blast of ghost wind and can be used in various ways like unsealing candles, blow off flames, blow through the pipes of crystals to make sounds, or move light-weighted rocks. Left mouse drag is used for creating a cluster of ghost fire as signals or can be used to light up candles. During this playthrough, the player of the spirit will get an impressive moment when they realize how their previous friend tried to help them. With the players having the memories of their first playthrough as a little girl, they are now giving back, using these mechanics to guide and help a new first-time player to solve the puzzle, explore the space, and finally realize their existence and friendliness. Well, it's been a hard design topic that helped to build the connections when players couldn't even see each other. But it's also an interesting topic. I phrased the core experience for this game as two unique souls that cannot touch each other, hoping to get close. The most satisfying moment for myself during the playtest was when I saw those players wondering like, what is this ghost fire? Am I supposed to follow it? Did I do anything wrong because the fire seems to hoping me to go back? And where the sound comes from? Is anyone calling me? And it's also interesting to see when the two players finally got a chance to chat after the playtest. They just excitedly discuss, like, did you do that? Yes, and guess what? It's also me doing the other things. Just hoping you to know I'm there. It's just so amazing to see how different players create different experience and stories with the other players in their playthrough. Yep, that's all of my introduction to Bonds. It's still in a beta version with only the first 3 levels, so I didn't really release it on a public platform. But please check the USC Games Expo webpage if you are interested in it, and if you are hoping to know more about this game. Thank you very much for listening.
Cool. So that is Bonds, the Forgotten Adventure. I gotta tell you, I have played some of this game, and I will tell you that it is very cool to play as a ghost in a game where your partner that you're playing sort of co-op with doesn't always know that you're there. One of the coolest things about Bonds is that, like, the first time somebody plays, they don't always realize it's a 2-player game, which I just think is so weird and really neat. What do you think, Bugha?
Yeah, I mean, I think those games are cool. I don't know. I haven't really played any game like that before, so it's a little bit unique. But I think it's just cool in general.
Yeah, I think it's I appreciate it because I think it is really unique. Like, I really enjoyed co-op games, and even co-op story games.
Yeah.
I like a lot. But I've never played one that's quite, presented in that way.
Yeah.
I also, this is a student that I know pretty well, she does just such beautiful work. Her visual style is just lovely, and I think that comes across in the video that she put together. Very cool. Well, that's Bonds. Like she said, it's not publicly released, but there's more sort of material about it on the USC Games Expo.com website. You can see sort of the stuff that she has put together about the first 3 levels that she made as part of her MFA thesis project. We're running a little bit ahead of time, so I don't want to jump too quick into the next thing, but the next thing that we have up is going to be a virtual reality game called Agave Vr. Bugha, do you have any experience with VR? Do you like play VR games at all?
My dad, like a month ago, bought a VR headset, and
yeah,
I messed around with it just a little bit. I thought it was super sick because I just put it on my head, and it's just like, it's creepy. It's just a whole different world, and everything's 3-dimensional too, so it's just odd. And your movement matches everything. So it just feels really weird at first, but if you get used to it, it's just really fun. I played like some boxing games on there for fun. Just a few other like little fun games, just messing around with it.
Heard that there's a really good boxing game, but I haven't played one. I have not played a VR boxing game yet.
That's cool.
No, I agree with you. There's something very cool about it, and it presents sort of a different like way of interacting with a virtual world to like track your head movement and track your hands. There's something really interesting and unique about that. Not quite ready for the world of competitive gaming, maybe, but maybe someday.
Yeah, that would take a lot of work probably for competitive VR, especially if it'd be like multiplayer too, having everything sync up. I don't know. It'd be cool though.
Yeah. To be honest, I have also had some very cool multiplayer VR experiences. So I think that like there's also a lot of possibility there.
Yeah.
And that's also sort of like a neat thing. We are going to see a couple more VR games, I think, today. But the first one that we're going to see is a game called Agave Vr. And like Bonds, we have a video presentation, so we're not actually gonna to play this right here. I think mostly because it's hard to jump into like a VR setup
Yeah.
in the middle of a stream. But Agave VR is a virtual reality experience about coexisting with the environment. It aims to explore cultural values and practices through gameplay mechanics centered around the agave plant. This is a really cool VR game. This is not, this isn't it's not multiplayer and it's not boxing, but it has this really interesting idea of wanting to use that direct input, like the fact that it tracks your hands and it knows sort of what gestures you're making with your body. It's using that to sort of try to mimic and invoke the sort of gestures and physicality of cultural practice, which that's the kind of thing that I enjoy getting to say in a Master of Fine Arts program. It's the kind of ridiculous thing that we talk about sometimes. All right, I'm gonna cue the video now. Let's go ahead and play the video package for Agave Vr.
Hello everyone, my name is Ezequiel Mendez Alejo. Thank you for coming to USC Games Expo. This is a project on my thesis based on culture-specific mechanics. This project wouldn't have been possible without the help of these people. So thank you so much and please enjoy.
No sé qué tengo, tengo ganas de llorar. He pasado por la placita y no se me quiere quitar. Dicen que puede ser de susto, fue porque a la mala mujer. Ya tomé huevos de gallina, ya tomé té de canelilla y no se me quiere quitar. En el baño ya puse incienso, su velita San Francisco y no se me quiere quitar. Ya compadre, no seas aguado, sé dónde te pueden curar. Vamos a la fiesta del molo, allá venden un buen mezcal. Tómala y se te destate, allá tú podrás escoger. Hecho por las manos cerradas, con amor y empeño sellado, como que no te vas a curar. Es herencia de los abuelos, lleno de su sabiduría, como que no te vas a curar. Un buen mezcalito cura el alma, pues está hecho de un fino maguey. Además de que los artesanos dejan su alma en cada edición. No solo para marearse, también símbolo de hermandad. Es mi tierra, tierra del respeto, es el vino de la unidad. Es el vino de la bienvenida, con el mismo que te despedir. Es fruto de nuestra tierra amada, la que nos ha mirado nacer. Y después de unos 3 mezcalitos, mira que ya me siento mejor. Pues ya vámonos para la calenta, todo el mal se escapó de mi ser. Pues ya vámonos para la calenta, todo el mal se escapó de mi ser. sé que tengo ganas de llorar. He pasado por la placita y no se me quiere quitar. Dicen que puede ser que o encontré a la mala mujer. Ya tomé huevos de gallina, ya tomé té de canelilla y no se me quiere quitar. En el patio ya puse incienso, su velita San Francisco y no se me quiere quitar. Ya compadre, no seas aguado, sé dónde te pueden curar. Vamos a la fiesta del molo, allá venden un buen mezcal. Toma la y se te descate, allá tú podrás escoger. Hecho por las manos serranas, con amor y empeño sellado, como que no te vas a curar. Es herencia de los abuelos, lleno de su sabiduría, como que no te vas a curar. El mezcalito cura el alma, pues está hecho de un fino maguey. Además de que los artesanos dejan su alma en cada edición. El mezcal no solo para marearse, es también símbolo de hermandad. En mi tierra serrana es respeto, es el vino de la unidad. Es el vino de la bienvenida, con el mismo día de despedir. Es fruto de nuestra tierra amada, la que nos ha mirado nacer. Y después de unos 3 mezcalitos, mira que ya me siento mejor. Pues ya vámonos para la calenda, todo el mal se escapó de mi ser. Pues ya vámonos para la calenda, todo el mal se escapó de mi ser. Paseado por la placita y no se me quiere quitar. Dicen que puede ser que susto o encontré a la mala mujer. Ya tomé huevos de gallina, ya tomé té de canelilla y no se me quiere quitar. En el patio ya puse incienso, su velita San Francisco y no se me quiere quitar. Ya compadre, no seas aguado, sé dónde te pueden curar. Vamos a la fiesta del molo, allá venden un buen mezcal. Toma la y se te descate, allá tú podrás escoger. Hecho por las manos serranas, con amor y empeño sellado, como que no te vas a curar. Es herencia de los abuelos, lleno de su sabiduría, como que no te vas a curar. Navidad. Es el vino de la bienvenida, con el mismo que de despedir, el fruto de nuestra tierra amada, la que nos ha mirado nacer. Y después de unos 3 mezcalitos, mira que ya me siento mejor, pues ya vámonos para la caleta, todo el mal se escapó de mi ser. Pues ya vámonos para la caleta, todo el mal se escapó de mi ser. No sé qué tengo ganas de llorar. He pasado por la placita y no se me quiere quitar. Dicen que puede ser que susto o encontré a la mala mujer. Ya tomé huevos de gallina, ya tomé té de canelilla y no se me quiere quitar. En el banco ya puse incienso, su velita San Francisco y no se me quiere quitar. Ya compadre, no seas aguado, pero que te puede curar. Vamos a la fiesta de toro, allá vende un buen mezcal. Toma la Vicente que estate, allá tú podrás escoger. Hecho por las manos cerradas, con amor y empeño sellado, como que no te va a curar. Es herencia de los abuelos, lleno de su sabiduría, como que no te va a curar. Un buen mezcalito cura el alma, pues está hecho de un vino maguey. Además de que los artesanos dejan su alma en cada edición. El mezcal no solo para marearse, es también símbolo de hermandad. En mi tierra serrana el respeto, es el vino de la unidad. Es el vino de la bienvenida, con el mismo que de despedir, el fruto de nuestra tierra amada, la que nos ha mirado nacer. Y después de unos 3 mezcalitos, mira que ya me siento mejor, pues ya vámonos para la caleta, todo el mal se escapó de mi ser. Pues ya vámonos para la caleta, todo el mal se escapó de mi ser.
Cool, fantastic. That was Agave Vr. Pretty cool. What'd you think, Bugha? What did you think about that?
I mean, yeah, it looked pretty cool. I've never played a game like that before on VR, so it's definitely unique and different than what I've played. But I think it looked really cool. I'd probably definitely give it a chance. You know?
Do you ever play like farming or gardening games?
Not really. I think
not a whole lot.
Maybe when I was younger, but not recently.
Sure. No, I when Stardew Valley came out, I got big into that. I'm kind of a farming game fan, so I appreciate sort of like the idea of being in VR and planting things and having them grow is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, maybe my favorite part of that game is the crickets, the little just jumping around. I feel like there's something legitimately interesting about VR and little tiny bugs where you can move your actual head down towards the ground to get a closer look at a bug in the virtual world.
Yeah, that's
I don't know. I thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah, it's cool.
Very cool. So I also, of course, appreciate seeing sort of one of our students embrace indigenous culture and practices and make a game that sort of really celebrates that. I think is really cool. The agave plant and the relationship that that people have had with that. It's pretty neat to be able to make a video game about something like that. Okay, well, I think we're going to take a very brief break before we come back with the next game, which is Mystical. But before we come back to that, we're gonna take a break. So we'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
course really puts you in the driver's seat as CEO of your own imagined company, where you get to not build a game, but imagine a game and figure out a way to build a world-class pitch deck so that your game would get greenlit either by a publisher or by someone wanting to fund it.
A lot of the class focused on taking an idea and refining its pitch on how you're supposed to pitch a game idea to not just to people, but to actually convince them that it's worth investing money into.
Learning how to understand a concept and communicate it in a way that it can be digested by people who might not be in your field of expertise. And that's been really useful.
Yes, we all can have these great ideas, but he always says how ideas don't mean anything. It's about really executing it and going forward in that idea and kind of just painting the picture and bringing it all together.
My course is designed for all types of skill sets, but I must say game designers, I think, get the most out of it, or anyone in the games program. Register today so that maybe you too can be an entrepreneur and get your games funded moving forward.
Hey, welcome back, Bugha. Let's jump right into the next game. We got one more walkthrough, pre-recorded walkthrough that we're gonna watch, and this one is for a game called Mystical. Mystical is another VR game, and I think it's probably fair to say that this is another one that's unlike the stuff that you've probably played in VR.
Right.
This is going to be an interesting, very experimental sort of VR game. I'm excited to watch it. So Mystical is an experimental VR experience that gives the player an opportunity to explore the concepts and symbolism of the ancient Andean worldview based on the symbol La Chacana. And it does that through an immersive VR sort of world experience. So let's go to that. Let's watch the video for Mystical.
Hi, my name is Agave Vr. I'm the creative director of this amazing experience. We are
Mystical VR.
Mystical VR is a VR experience that explores the abstract concepts of the indigenous South American worldview, based on the ancient symbol La Chacana.
I feel like it really revealed to me how art, culture, and also history can be combined and experienced in novel ways through virtual reality, and how today's technology and media can be used to not only inform and educate, but also evoke memories or create memories or allow us to travel backwards in time.
As a programmer, I enjoy the process of finding solutions to make an abstract concept into reality. For example, we spent lots of time working on the radical menu system to transfer those beautiful art models as a playable experience.
By collecting cultural objects, the player will unlock the symbol through portals. In this experience, we focus on the South Pole, where the sacred animal, the snake, lives in the underworld.
Listening to the music, to be able to create a rustic style, make the sound, the music feel like you are in the journey, really is part of the game, the journey and the mysticism.
As an engineer, I really like working on the math and algorithms behind the gazing, and to make the serpent follows the headset as the user moves its head.
My favorite part of composing my share of the soundtrack was the learning and the research I made to see what similarities we have. As a Hispanic and Latino, I feel very proud and fulfilling to be working in something that I feel represented.
Still make me smile every time I see them is the part of the game where the corn spawn out of the rocks and turn into seeds. And I just think it's really significant that the snake portal, for example, ends with life and rebirth, because I think all of us, gamers and players and developers alike, are sort of breathing life into this game.
After harvesting, the player needs to plant the kernels. Once again, the concept of duality is present. The cycle of life, which is represented at the end by the character Aya Umi.
I would say that this project is a great model for visualizing cultural concepts and legends in an innovative way. Projects like Mystical VR will play an important role in the transmission of culture.
So it was awesome to be able to explore and help build this amazing world in the game. Working on a project where I got to help combine the technical and creative sides of things has been a wonderful experience.
And I think there's still a lot of potential growth to the Mystical project as a reflection of the potential of the VR technology.
And I do see VR being an innovative asset to museums in the near future. I hope that someday I will be one of the first museum visitors at an exhibit for the La Chapana that will get to experience Mystical VR for myself.
I am very excited to see how this project keeps evolving.
The love for this culture will touch every person who played. I'm really excited about that.
And thanks for watching, and I can't wait for everyone to get a chance to explore this wonderful Mystical VR.
That is Mystical VR. Really interesting project. Like, really evocative, abstract, symbolic, visual style. I find it like really fascinating, and I love the idea of using VR in like museums as a part of an experience that you could have in a museum setting. Well, fantastic. Let's move on to our next game, which is Metamorphosis. And Bugha, I'm excited. You're gonna actually get to live play some of this one. So Metamorphosis is it's a platformer. It's an interesting sort of underwater platformer. Let me read the description of it for you. Mother Coral is the lifeline of the ocean, nurturing habitats by bestowing energy through her satellite corals. After decades of peace, their land is ravaged by an unknown substance that destroys and displaces thousands of beautiful sea creatures from their homes. This toxic substance infects Mother Coral, stealing her energy and using the satellite corals to spread across the ocean. Unless someone stops this mysterious substance, the ocean will become a toxic wasteland. And guess what, Bugha? It's going to be up to you to stop the mysterious substance. I think that's the role that you're going to play.
All right.
Before you jump in, let's real quick run the trailer for this game. Let's watch that video right now.
Hi, I'm Joanna, the creative director of Metamorphosis: Biota's Journey, a 2D narrative-driven experience where you play as a magical undersea creature who must consume toxic contaminants in order to restore the environment. Metamorphosis is my thesis project that my team and I have been working on since fall 2019 as a part of USC's game design MFA program. It is a game that encourages the individual's ability to feel for another that is not human, such as the natural environment. My motivation for this project came from my concern for the environment. I want to know that I have a future on this earth and live it to the fullest. I wouldn't want my home and livelihood threatened or destroyed by things that were out of my control. I'm very grateful for the guidance and support of my advisors both within and outside of USC. On behalf of everyone behind Metamorphosis: Biota's Journey, we truly hope you enjoy this experience.
Cool. All right. Well, Bugha, I'm going to turn it over to you. Why don't you take it away and take us into Metamorphosis?
All right. Cool. Let's see. All right. So you guys just saw this part, I'm pretty sure, right? They're the last protector of the ocean. Using their special ability, Biota must rid this invasive monster and its trail of toxic goo from the environment at the cost of their own life. These are cool graphics.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this little thing.
That's the cutest.
Oh, and there's the terror.
Unknown substance, right?
Yep.
It looks horrifying.
All right, let's go. I've been listening to the intro music for a long time now. It's just it's in my brain. Now I'm doing something different. All right. So looks like I'm underwater. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I just follow these shells up and we'll go try to find some. Let's see.
That looks good.
Got a pit
Actually, I really like the galloping sort of sound effect.
Oh yeah, you can hear it when I'm hitting the floor.
Yeah.
E. Okay, so just pick something up. And then... Oh, okay, so I can pick it up and I can shoot it, I think.
Oh.
Can I get more of that?
And everything just got a little bit brighter.
Yeah.
Like,
so maybe I'm like healing it.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I grab this, okay. And then assuming I make that brighter. Looks like it's about to break.
It does.
I think, yeah, so I think my goal right now is just try to bring life back to this. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's
Not
what it
sure
seems
where
like.
to. I don't know where to shoot this one though. Oh, I guess. Maybe I shoot this. Maybe I keep going with it.
Do another little jump, Bugha.
Yep.
You got like more weight to you now.
Yeah.
Like shaking the whole screen.
Oh. All right, I think that works. Okay.
There you go.
Oh, look at it. Look at the little guy. Buddy.
Is that like a little snail?
I think so.
I mean, you know me by now. You know I like the little insect creature characters in games like this.
There are a lot of them though. I don't know what I can do with them though. I did this there. Can't do too much with them. Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Alright. Oh, and it's trapped in there. No!
No!
I have to save it.
I mean, you have to.
Let's go. I'm coming to get you, buddy. Alright, let's see. So I grab this, and then... That one? No. Let's see. So since I'm heavier, I can fall down that.
Oh, of course!
I'll head up here. Or actually... Let me see something. Do I need to light the one up next to it? Let's see. Maybe I go back.
I don't know. Can you...
Oh,
it's gone.
it's gone, but these appeared now.
Oh, so... Right. That makes sense. Because you need them to be able to get over that.
Yeah. It's pushing me back. If I grab the weight, I push right through it. Boom, boom. There we go, we're bringing
the
life.
screen shake is intense.
Yeah, it is.
When you have the thing.
Let's go. I freed my little guy.
Oh my gosh, good job. See, that makes me happy.
Oh, wait. Oh, I thought I had control of him, but I was just moving back and forth. So he follows me around now, I guess.
He's following you around.
My little companion.
I love it.
Guess there's more I have to throw here. Oh, nice. Little worm.
Oh, I didn't even see him. That's...
So what are these symbols? I guess it's just showing that there's worms down here. Huh?
Yeah, and the worms are lit up, and there are those other animals? Oh, now the shrimp is lit up too.
So I think the more that I'm activating, the more creatures are appearing.
They're like coming back.
They're coming back, exactly.
Yeah, nature is healing.
Exactly. Okay, let's see. You go make a big one. There we go. Yep. Dropping all the way down. So I think I'm gonna have to break that. Break the stuff under me with the weight. I gotta drop on it.
Yeah. See, you're a pro at this now.
Whoa!
Whoa!
It's throwing me through. I'm stuck. There we go. So I'm assuming I grab this, fly all the way down. Let's see the weight.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Boom. Now we're getting deep into the ocean now.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, we got a new creature. Oh, that little guy.
Oh, cool. All right, we should. We're gonna have to wrap this up so that we can move on to the next game. But why don't you get through the next sort of like little puzzle?
Okay. So I unlocked another creature.
Oh, that's like a manta ray thing.
Yeah, so it looks like I think it's this last creature maybe. Everything looks unlocked, right?
Yeah, that looks like it's all unlocked.
Besides the main one, maybe that's the last part down here. Let's see.
Oh.
Wait. Oh. I drop down.
Oh, because yeah, there's a broken floor.
I light this up. Let me go up. Let me grab this.
Cool.
Okay, so it's making different. I see.
Different patterns
Yeah.
that you can move through.
Can I grab it? I fall down and break that. Is this the final part? Maybe. Let's see. Looks like it.
We might have to leave the ending in suspense.
Oh no!
Because I think we're gonna have to cut it off here and move on to the next game.
Okay.
As cool as this is, people are gonna have to go to USCGamesExpo.com and download Metamorphosis in order to see the ending.
All right.
But Bugha, let's move on to the next game. It's called what's it called? Sweeping the Ruins.
Sure,
This is a multiplayer game. So before, while you get yourself ready, we're gonna toss over to the trailer. Sweeping the Ruins lets two players engage in asymmetrical combat with an overpowered behemoth, using only the traps and destructible terrain in the mystical ruin as their weapons. Victory will require strategic coordination, situational awareness, and teamwork to defeat the massive enemy and prevent the destruction of their nearby homeland. Let's look at the trailer for Sweeping the Ruins right now. Oh, and now we're back. Cool. So yeah, Bugha, go ahead and start.
In the center of a small village, Remedia, separated from the rest of humanity, lies ruins dating back to the time of the gods. Left over from the previous divine inhabitants is a blessing that protects the village and ensures its prosperity. However, as with all things, there must be balance. Inside the ruins, there is a festering evil, which creates abominations that terrorizes the village. No pair wishes for the safety of the village more than Charlotte and Gregor, siblings and ruin sweepers. Ruin Sweeper is a title given to those that deal with the threat of the abominations.
Yeah, it looks scary.
Now the siblings must stand together, utilize their training, and face this threat.
That's kind of a cool camera work.
Yeah. So it looks like there's stuff up top. Maybe I'll use that later. We'll see.
I remember coming here during training.
All right.
There's clearly like traps and stuff.
Yeah. Throw bombs to break and damage objects in the environment. Here we go. Both barrels to trigger big explosions and break objects. Just E to interact. Oh, I can drag them. Okay.
Whoa!
Need some help.
Oh. I think I might have just I think I might have just lost in the first 20 seconds.
You hit yourself with your own bomb.
Okay, wait, alright. I didn't know you could do
In the
friendly damage. Okay, I'll skip through. Alright.
I remember coming here during.
Oh, wait. I'll stay back.
Hell yeah. You have like a bar on the side.
Yeah, I see that. And then stamina too, I think.
Yeah, you gotta be cautious. Oh, is there push it over like to another breakable wall?
This all?
Yeah, see if you can do that. We unfortunately we don't have a lot of time to play this, but you can sort of see
Jump
the
down
mechanics of it. And I like these like exploding barrels.
Cool, yeah.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
So if I jump off, I wonder if I'm a goner.
Yeah, what happens? Let's see what happens.
I guess we'll find out. Let's see. Okay, alright, I didn't take that much damage. That was actually
you took just a little.
That's good. And I just picked up.
Use this wrecking ball.
You picked up some.
I'm aiming the ballista.
Oh. Can you break down that door?
I think I can. Let's see. Okay, these are darts almost. I don't think they reach. I think I need the wrecking ball for this.
They don't quite reach. All right, I think we have to cut this short. So again, this is available for people on USC Games Expo.com to download and try out. I believe, but we're gonna move on to the next game. You can keep playing Bugha while I introduce it. The next game is going to be called Larger Than Light. Larger Than Light, you traverse shadows by manipulating light in a 2.5 dimension single-player puzzle platform game. Escape a haunted school as the sibling duo Skia the Shadow, who can move across other shadows on the wall, and Lux the Light Bulb, who can manipulate the size and placement of shadows for his younger sister to platform across. Have them work together to break out of their old middle school while overcoming their bitter sibling rivalry. And I think we will cut to the trailer for Larger Than Light, and Bugha, you can switch over the game. So let's cut to that trailer now.
Who's there?
Lux, I'm trapped and I feel like something's following me.
Let me guess. Stuck in a locker like back in middle school?
Come on, I need your help getting across these shadows.
God, fine. It's a drama scene contrasting isolation from friends and family with the pressure of peer expectations. An empty school is the perfect metaphor for it.
You're my big brother. Even though I don't act like it, I need you to stand up for me, to guide me, to be there for me. But you left me alone.
Skia! I won't let you fall.
Guys? What was that noise? You can't just leave me in here, guys!
Hi, I'm Neha Makesh, and this is Larger Than...
All right, that is Larger Than Light.
Should we hop
Bugha,
into
are
it?
you? Yeah, let's hop into it.
All right, cool.
Okay, haha. Real funny. Now let me out.
Why don't you get your dweeb brother to help you?
I don't have your screen.
What?
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Guys, seriously.
You can do that quick. Thank you.
What was that? Don't leave me here. Guys, what was that noise? You can't just leave me in here. Guys! Seriously.
I like the upside down smiley
turn me to
face
tag
on
her at
her
school just to-
cap.
On her hat, yeah.
Something just never change. Well, I guess there's only one way out then. Shadow form it is.
All right.
Oh, shadow form.
So there I am. Oh,
What the heck was that?
I don't know. That was creepy.
I need to find Lux now.
So I'm trying to find somebody right now. It's almost like
Lux mentioned he wanted to take pics of this place for his theater.
I'm jumping on top of the shadows instead of the actual objects themselves. Okay, that makes sense. I'm in
That's
shadow
pretty cool.
form.
Right, that makes sense. Okay.
This place
Like,
seems a little
cool.
more screwed up than just abandoned. Maybe I shouldn't have broken in here. Well,
Maybe I shouldn't have broken in here.
knows?
And then universal sentiment.
Huh? What the? Skia? What the hell are you doing here? I have permission.
Yeah, he's just got a light bulb for your head.
This place is closed.
Lux, I'm trapped and I feel like something's following me.
You shouldn't even be here. Leave me alone.
Yeah,
Ah! Hey, what gives? My photographs.
Does he have like a
like
little
you've been freed
post-it face?
I think
Come on,
so.
I need your help.
That's,
God,
Yeah, he
fine.
does.
That's pretty rad, actually. I like that a lot.
Oh, wait. So I can move him with my arrow keys, and I move her with my WASD.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me guess. Stuck in a locker, like...
Yeah, but unlike middle school, now I've got your help getting across these shadows.
Sure, fine. Lead me back to your body.
Oh.
Got it.
Can't get too far from my body.
Okay, I see what it is. So I have to provide light
Uh-huh.
for the shadow, or for her shadows, yeah.
So that she can jump.
Oh, I get it.
That's cool.
There we go. Look at this, okay? Run together. It's actually cool. Oh, I don't want to lose you. Wait. Okay.
You sort of have to like keep track of two different things.
It's like
at
a
the same
balance
time.
almost.
Yeah. Oh, can you make that? That looks so
Yeah,
close.
I got it.
Oh yes. Perfect. I love how the shadows sort of like create these wild angles that get
Yeah.
exaggerated at different. That's very cool.
I'm not sure how to get this one. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, so if I squish myself, that's what happens.
You get squished, yeah.
Okay, alright. Okay, let me think.
Well,
So
now you know.
yeah, I need a platform there. Okay. Need to bring that ahead. Oh, right. Okay.
Okay.
Now I bring him over. Okay, so I bring him out of the frame actually.
Gotcha. Yeah, you go
Right.
pretty far.
There we go. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, wait.
Like very puzzly.
Yeah, this is actually... Oh. It's actually a really cool concept.
Yeah, it's super cool.
And then I think this is where I am. Oh, here we go.
Oh, you got your body back. I love it.
So, where's this spooky monster you told me about?
It was here.
Okay, Bugha, you keep going. We're gonna take a very short break.
Go on some
We're
crazy
gonna,
hallucinogenic drug trip and take
come
advantage
back in just a couple of
not
minutes.
hallucinating.
Our next game is called Leech Bug, and we're gonna jump into that right after we come back from this. Let's go to that video.
Sounds good.
There's a next.
In tabletop game mechanics, students are going to learn the design patterns of successful tabletop games. By understanding the foundational rules and gameplay loops from physical tabletop games, game producers and designers will be able to add to their toolbox. And just general game players will be able to build basic game literacy and explore modes of play.
It gave me and other people in that class like a common vocabulary to work with, like a specific set of mechanics for what the desired experience of that outcome is. Just by learning more about board games and like the variety of mechanics and what their intentions are and how they actually play out, that did enable me to collaborate better.
The way that the mechanics and balancing and complications of rules, like overcomplicating rules and making games accessible to people, that is something I think I took away most from the course in context of making games with other people.
This is a great addition to the toolkit for anyone going into game production or design, and it's critical for anyone who's interested in the tabletop industry. CTIN 411 can be found on WebReg and doesn't require declearance, so sign up today.
Who's there? Who's there? Lux, I'm trapped and I feel like something's following me.
Let me guess. Stuck in a locker like back in middle school?
Come on, I need your help getting across these shadows.
God, fine. It's a drama scene contrasting isolation from friends and family with the pressure of peer expectations. An empty school is the perfect metaphor for it.
You're my big brother. Even though I don't act like it, I need you to stand up for me, to guide me, to be there for me. But you left me alone.
Skia! I won't let you fall.
Guys? What was that noise? You can't just leave me in here, guys!
Hi, I'm Metamorphosis, and this is Larger Than Light, a narrative puzzle game where you traverse a path of shadows by manipulating light. You play as two siblings, Lux, the light source, and his sister, Skia, the shadow, to escape your old abandoned middle school that's now being haunted by a lurking shadow entity.
Hey.
Calm down. No one comes here anyways.
How do you even get in here? Don't tell me. You're the one who stole my keys?
The world her and her brother live in is a surreal, fantastical reflection of our own world. Some of these old posters you see around the school show glimpses of what their world is like. By moving Luck's position, the player can change the layout of the level itself. Here, we can see the basic mechanic at work. As Lux moves, the shadows change size, shape, and position.
As if. Which one of us would be up on the catwalk for hours while you guys danced or sang or did whatever it is you actors did?
Won't let you fall.
And we are back, and that was the Larger Than Light trailer. Bugha, what did you think of Larger Than Light?
I thought the game was really unique. Definitely in the sense where it's pretty much single player, and I'm trying to figure out how to manage two characters at once and where to position each one to, get around the school. So yeah, I thought it was really cool and interesting, and as I was figuring it out, how the shadows moved and there's different dimensions, and I don't know. I thought it was a really cool concept. So that's a really cool game. I like that.
Totally. I love it. All right. Well, up next is going to be Leech Bug. Leech Bug is a real-time strategy combat game where players take on the role of Leech Bug, a robotic symbiotic parasite who exists in an alien seascape. Your home is under threat from a polluting force that is sapping the will of your fellow undersea denizens. Use your powers of possession to free your fish friends, control their unique abilities synergistically to engage in combat, and reach the surface of the ocean to rescue your underwater world. Let's watch the trailer for that before you go deep into the game.
Yeah,
let's show that. No, that's cool. Let's show that trailer now.
Hi, I'm Steph, a senior of USC class of 2021 and the creative director for Leech Bug. Leech Bug is a real-time strategy game set in a vast alien ocean, inhabited by fish under the control of a powerful monster. You play as a robotic parasite, turning the monster's minions into a swarm of fish allies to fight against and escape the monster's control. Let's hop in and show you some gameplay.
Behold the Leech Bug, a robotic symbiote that makes its home in an underwater alien seascape where it peacefully coexists with its fellow undersea inhabitants. Oh dear, it looks like there's some sort of toxic contagion spreading in the area, and it seems to be weakening the other fish. What's this? It appears as if the Leech Bug and a shock guppy are combining their strengths to escape the now hostile area. The Leech Bug seems to have fused with this fish. Now they're working together. The Leech Bug works as the leader, engaging in strategic combat, recruiting other unique fish to its team, battling enemy schools, and challenging bosses. I've never seen anything like this. To experience the majesty of the Leech Bug yourself, download the game, available on PC.
So that was a quick intro to Leech Bug. And if at any point you were thinking, hey, I want to play this, our website is leechbug.com. There you'll find a link to our itch download. Leech Bug is free to play for Windows and Mac, so definitely check that out if you're interested. It's been a great year, and I'm really proud of all the work the team has done for a game. Thanks so much for joining us here at the USC Games Expo. We hope you get the chance to download and play Leech Bug.
All right, cool. So this is Leech Bug. Bugha, take it away.
All right, cool. So since your destination is the end of this tunnel, your task is to mine the earth, move the mouse to look around, and press WASD to swim. So this is the tunnel. And we're going to try to find our way through. It's pretty cool. This is my little guy here, my little Leech Bug.
I like your little guy. Yeah.
Oh, so if I press the left shift, I go downwards. I guess this is my melee ability, the little bubbles.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Oh,
look
they're
at
little
that.
bubbles. Of course.
Ah. Okay, you defeated an enemy swarm. After defeating an entire enemy swarm, you may take control of its fish. This column shows the remaining fish in your swarm and how much health they had left. The fish you're piloting is listed first and your allies below it. This column shows the defeated fish. Enemy fish will join. Alright, cool.
So you're gonna have like a whole army of little fish.
Yeah, so I just drag them in there. Okay,
cool.
so I can name it. I'll name this one Squidward. Alright, so we got Squidward here. Nice. Okay, this guy, I think this guy's moving faster.
Yeah, I think so too. That's crazy.
That's cool.
Look at him go.
Me and Squidward. Oh, I'm in another fight.
Oh, yep, here we go. Oh no.
Oh no, it's in like slow-mo when I fight.
Oh.
Okay, victory. Nice. So I got
conquered another fish.
So let's put him in my swarm, and we'll name this one. We'll just go name that one SpongeBob.
Of course, obviously.
We'll get the whole group.
Is he following along behind you?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah. Oh. Did he just like swoop in? And
Yeah.
do
So
that was a heck of an attack.
So now we have 3 of these guys. So yeah, I can toggle time. So if I press E, see this? It goes super slow, and it can make you can, I guess, time out your attacks better and space yourself differently.
Cool.
Yeah. So this is my teammates now, I guess. So you gotta take on these guys. There's multiple
That's
of them.
awesome. All right, you keep defeating fish. I'm going to introduce our next and last game is going to be called The Trial of Snowshoe Thompson. And we'll watch the trailer for that in just a sec.
Okay.
So in this game, you're going to take control of real-life folk hero Snowshoe Thompson after he answers an ad to deliver the mail via skis across the Sierra Nevada mountains of 1856 with intricate skiing controls. Are you ready for that? Intricate skiing controls?
That sounds cool.
Guide Thompson through the wintry wilderness as he comes to terms with his duties serving the community. Let's go ahead and cut to the trailer for Snowshoe Thompson right now.
I'm Ben Hatterley, and I'm the director of The Trials of Snowshoe Thompson, which is a game about an immigrant on a skiing expedition across the Sierra Nevada mountains of 1856. The game is based on a real-life folk hero who answered an ad to deliver the mail between 2 remote towns in the Sierras. He was an immigrant from Norway, he was the first person to ski in the western United States, and he served the same mail route every winter for 20 years before the railroad was built. Our game sees him as a young man on his first journey over the mountains, as he's coming to terms with his duties as a mailman and falling in love with the mountains. Thompson's story has a lot of appeal to me. As a Bay Area native, I grew up skiing around Lake Tahoe, and Thompson's mail route went right by there, around where US Route 50 is today. My great-great-great-great-grandfather, who immigrated from Germany for the gold rush, lived in one of the towns where Thompson delivered mail. Thompson's story matters as a personal feat and a historical achievement. Thompson boldly broke down a physical barrier to connect people with one another. We think it's incredibly important to preserve these pieces of folk history because they show what makes up our culture and our values. The fundamentals of the skiing mechanic come from a prototype I made while doing my undergrad at NYU in 2018. I became very interested in exploring the idea of controlling a character's legs and center of weight to create motion. We think the skiing mechanic adds a unique texture to the movement that highlights the effort and difficulty in Thompson's story. Through the past year in the AGP program at USC, we've recruited 28 extremely talented developers who have worked remotely to help bring Thompson's story to life. We're happy to share our game with you today, and if you want to play yourself, you can download our game on itch.io. Thanks, and enjoy!
All right, Bugha, let's jump right into Snowshoe Thompson.
I'd been working odd jobs for a while, never settling down for long, when a notice in the paper caught my eye. Placerville was a small mining town in California that needed mail delivered from here in Genoa. The only trouble was that it would take a risky trek across the Sierras to reach it. But I knew I was the man for the job. I was born and raised in the fjords of Norway, and Ma brought our family across the Atlantic looking for a better life. A rough winter wouldn't scare me. So I split an oak tree and crafted a pair of skis from the planks, just as I'd been taught as a boy. Hardly remembered how to use them, but there were plenty of miles I had to learn. The locals had never seen Norwegian skis before, so they nicknamed me Snowshoe Thompson and wished me luck. With a 50-pound bag of mail and the hopes of a town on my back,
vintage,
I set off from Genoa into the wilderness.
Alright. Do you get to ski?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I actually don't have a controller plugged in.
Oh no!
Is this controller only?
That's a great question. It looks from the on-screen instructions like maybe it is.
Oh.
Okay, well, then maybe we don't get to ski, but it's cool to see the introduction. Like, there's a lot of historical weight that's brought to bear on the narrative that they're telling here about Snowshoe Thompson. Sorry, who is not a figure that I'm familiar with. Yeah, and it sounds like the controls sound interesting, like the mechanics sound interesting. So I guess folks are going to have to go to the website, uscgamesexpo.com, and they'll be able to find this game. And if you've got a controller, then you can try out the actual skiing part of it. But we're going to wrap up here. Bugha, it's been such a pleasure to do this with you. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you guys so much for having me. I enjoyed playing the games, and yeah, it was just a great time overall. Thank you guys.